Do not let anyone steal your dreams. Your net worth is your network. Don't pay attention to the haters. Haters gonna hate, man. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. If you want things to change, you are gonna have to change. There have been volumes written about how you need a positive mental attitude to be able to succeed in business and life. Books like You're Broke Because You Want to Be, Think and Grow Rich, where you could literally think your way into a higher income. It's your time. You are a badass. And while these books might have some good stuff in them, I think it's time we address the elephant in the room. I remember when I was about 14 years old and my dad first handed me a copy of Think and Grow Rich, and I devoured it like crazy because I wanted to be successful. And this says you could literally make millions of dollars by changing the way that you think. And our culture is literally obsessed with this kind of stuff, from books that literally yell at us and talk to us like, hey, we're broke because we want to be and you need to change everything to get rich, to books that just talk about the power of the mind and how you could literally manifest anything you want out of thin air just by wanting it bad enough. And the problem with this whole positive mindset and these types of books is that they don't actually give you a plan for success. Sure, they get you excited, they get you motivated because we feel like we need to get barked at so that we can go and do what we need to do to get this money or house or car or whatever it is we desire. But I think there's something bigger going on at play and a big flaw that could be stopping you from getting where you need to go, even after consuming all this good stuff and positive mindset that's supposed to help you become successful. And I know the problem for me is that I get these books and they teach me good stuff. I read a lot of quotes, I underline things, I really enjoy them, and I've enjoyed them ever since I was a kid. But the problem is that they don't give you concrete stuff. They just leave you feeling better as if you did something to achieve success. And right now, there's tons of YouTubers and tons of successful people that brag about how many books they have and how many books they read and how reading books is literally the key to success. And as you could tell, I love books as much as the next guy, but are they really the key that unlocks the mindset that you need to be able to achieve your success? And I think the major problem is that these books make you feel better without actually getting you to do something different to change your situation. Because let's face it, success is actually a pretty simple concept. Here's a quote by Harrington Emerson. As to methods, there may be a million and then some, but principles are few. The man who grasps principles can successfully select his own methods. The man who tries methods ignoring the principles is sure to have trouble. And I like this quote because I'm a concept principle type person. A lot of people say, Marcus, you tend to make difficult concepts easy to understand. And that's probably just because my mind is kind of simple and I look at very simple things. If you want to make money on the internet, you got to put something that makes money in front of people's eyes. If you want to make money with a landscaping business, you got to get customers and you got to mow their lawn or whatever it is landscapers do. If you want to get rich selling houses, you simply go and find people who want to sell their house and you sell it. And these are things that we all know to be true. Every action produces a reaction. And the interesting thing is that these actions and reactions have nothing to do with your mindset. You could literally be the most depressed, miserable person ever and make tons of money. But all these self-help authors have us believing that it's all mindset. Change your mindset, get rich. And this leads us to the positive mindset trap. And the positive mindset trap has us focused on what we want as if we're looking up to it or kind of like in a way worshiping it. They tell you to make a vision board and put all the things you want up in front of your eyes every day. They tell you to meditate on money and success and business. They tell you to read something positive every day, which is a good habit, but it's not going to make you rich. And all of this leads to what I want. And if we put what we want up on a pedestal, this leads for some damaging mindset changes. For example, if we take a look at our culture and the way that they worship rich people, it's absolutely disgusting. Case in point, you have politicians who are politicians simply because they have money and people look up to them. You have young people with no idea about life giving life advice simply because they have money in their bank. And just think about how you feel when you know someone is more well off than you are. They tend to be the gossip of the town. Did you hear how much money this guy has? This guy over here has a net worth of X amount. And we feel all different and weird about this, when in actuality, money is just a tool. It's like a ruler, a unit of measurement, telling us how much we owe the community and how much the community owes us. You wouldn't get all funny if someone said, hey, I got 500 vacuums at home. You really wouldn't care. You'd be like, dude, I think you got a problem. You need to go to VA or Vacuums Anonymous or something like that. But when it comes to money, we get all funny inside and we start to feel differently. And this is because we're putting something inanimate on a pedestal, wealth on a pedestal, planes, cars, houses on a pedestal. And as long as these things stay on a pedestal in your mind, you're going to see them as very difficult to get and scarce. And the funny thing about scarcity mindset is that nothing in our world is really that scarce. Food literally grows on trees that come out of the ground magically. You can even use that tree to get wood and build a house. There's tons of energy, tons of things for people to do, and everything is literally abundant. But we're still hung up on this money thing, and we got to get this success through a positive outlook. I'd like to submit to you that your outlook could change at the drop of a hat. And this is one of the mindsets that when I started adopting it, things started to get easier, and I actually had a lot more fun making money and enjoying my life. And the mindset shift was from what I want and what I desire to what can I do. So instead of focusing on what I wanted and getting vision boards about what I wanted, I focused on little things that I could do each and every day that would grow my income, grow my business, or get me new customers. And I made a deliberate plan to get them, because the real keys to success are actually pretty simple. Number one, you got to get the big concept of whatever you're doing. If you're building software, who are you going to sell it to? If you're making YouTube videos, who's going to watch them and how are you going to get paid? If you're doing affiliate marketing, who are you going to get in front of and what companies are going to pay you? And if you get the big concept of where people are at and how you're going to get paid, this is 90% of the battle. Then, number two, we want to deliberately take action based on what we want to do. If we're building software, then we build it good and we do little changes every day. If we're building a YouTube channel, we make videos and we make deliberate improvements based on who we know is watching them and how long they're going to watch them for and how much we're going to get paid. If we're doing blog posts or sales or whatever it is, we do one little thing each and every day that's going to get us closer to our goal. And my dad, while he was really big on mindset stuff, you can break up his success and say, hey, this came from a few things. One of the things was to go out and put business cards on people's houses and say, I have a buyer for your house. He would get tons of calls, tons of leads, and sell tons of houses, and actually became one of the top realtors in his area using this simple strategy. And while he can chalk it up and say, it's all about the books and the mindset, it really was all about putting business cards on houses, which is pretty simple. We can all do something like that. And then number three, you want to hone your skills and develop your methods that are going to get you where you want to go. If you're going to do a YouTube channel, you need to learn how to create videos. If you're going to do a blog post, you need to learn how to write or hire people to write. If you're building software, you need to get a team or learn to code. And it's all very simple and can be broken down into one little thing. But the problem is the positive mindset culture has you waiting for this magical mindset shift that's probably never going to happen until you start doing things. I learned in alcohol recovery that if we bring our ass, our mind will follow. Which means if you start doing the work, your mindset will naturally change. And this is what I've seen from all the successful people I've studied, is that they start doing something and then the mindset changes. The whole idea of fake it till you make it is absolute bullshit. However, for the people that it works for, it works because they start doing things to fake it till they make it. And while I don't agree with that, you can start doing things to get where you want to go. Stop waiting for the mindset shift to happen. Stop focusing on all this pie in the sky crazy stuff and start focusing on one little thing that you can do every day that'll get you closer to your dreams. And the first thing you can do is subscribe, click the bell, and start watching my videos that are going to show you exactly what you need to do. Starting with tomorrow's live stream, where we're going to tackle the hustle culture mindset and show you why hustle culture might be keeping you broke.